Let me tell you something, folks. This guy right here, he's incredible. I've seen a lot of hardworking people in my life, believe me, but this man, he works harder than anyone. He's honest, he's loyal, and he doesn't quit. People talk about the American dream. He lives it. He doesn't make excuses. He makes things happen. He's what America's all about. If we had more people like him, this country would be in even better shape. Truly an inspiration. Great guy, just great.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Kaiser Report. Kaiser's freshly groomed and on the sofa this morning. He's been out and had his run today, but it's cool weather here, and he was a little cold this morning, going out into 48-degree temperatures early this morning. But we're here to talk to you today about a few things that are taking place and happening around the country. The big news, I believe, over the last few days, and you won't hear a lot of this in the propaganda media that is out there today trying to inform you how bad everything Donald Trump is and ignoring the fact that the crime that he's trying to clean up, that they're fighting so hard against, making victims out of dyed-in-the-wool criminals, that they forgot to report to you about the killing that took place in Charlotte just a scant few days ago, where the Ukrainian young lady that was a refugee from a war-torn place such as the Ukraine, where she did not feel safe, came to America legally as an immigrant and was coming home from a job that she worked at a pizzeria, and for no reason at all was stabbed in the neck until dead by a lunatic that was on that particular train with her, one seat behind her. This is a person that had multiple arrests, was incarcerated and let loose, then was by his parents put into a mental institution and was released. This guy is running around with a knife in his pocket until this happened. And now the mayor and the media want you to believe that he's a victim. How about that nice young lady that no longer has a life? The only thing I can hope for, and that I pray for, and have prayed for, is that God will take care of her, and maybe she was meant not to survive in the Ukraine, only to come here to Charlotte in the Carolinas, where you would believe that everyone would be safe, and lost her life. God bless her soul, and God bless this mentally ill patient that was allowed in and out of jail so many times that the AG now wants you to think that he's the victim. The mayor over there wants you to think that he's a victim. Well, he is a victim. He's a victim of the criminal society that has been run loose in this country far too long. And the fact that Donald Trump is trying to do something about cleaning up the inner cities that are riddled with crime, whether it's illegal aliens committing these crimes or our own citizens that have suffered from mental illness and do not have the proper medical treatment to take care of them. And if they do, are they being watched to make sure they're still on their medications that they have been put on? So when Donald Trump and ICE go into the streets to try to stop the crime, whether it's with the National Guard or otherwise, propaganda media wants to rail against it. The Democratic Party wants to rail against it. You have to ask yourself, what in the world is wrong with a party, a political party, that wants to victimize the victims and victimize the criminals at the same time. And then, no matter what happens, including this poor girl's loss of life in Charlotte, we have to listen to the media tell us that somehow it's Donald Trump's fault. I have to take exception to that, and I have to take exception to that strongly, because I don't believe that the cleaning up of crime in Washington, D.C., in Boston, in Chicago, in L.A., in San Francisco, and any other democratically run cities where crime is something that you have to be aware of constantly as a visitor or as a resident in these places, you are in harm's way in some cases. Riding the subway, riding buses, riding a train, walking down the street in some cases, like in New York City, where an older woman with a shopping bag was clubbed in the head for no reason. But that's okay, because the likes of people in Congress like Hakeem Jeffries don't recognize crime in the city. They just recognize Donald Trump as a bully for trying to clean up that crime and make your city and your state a safer place to raise your family, to walk the streets, to go to work, to worship at church, or any other place that you have to be in public. You now have to be aware of everything and everyone until law and order is brought back to this country. And we have a president right now with the backbone to do it. For the first time in a long time, we're going to get this accomplished. And if these robed political activists that sit in the judges' chambers do not stop blocking all the efforts to fix what's wrong in this country, we're going to be no better than Hades or any other place that is a lawless landscape for you to have to worry in.
Authorities in North Carolina have released surveillance video of the unprovoked murder of a woman on a Charlotte commuter train.
There needs to be change.
We are not showing the attack, but moments after this video was taken, 23-year-old Irina Zarutska took a seat in front of the man on the right in the red hoodie and began scrolling on her phone. After a few minutes, police say the man identified as 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown took out a pocket knife, stood up, and stabbed Zarutska several times. Passengers rushed to help her, but it was too late.
Very alarming as a woman who rides solo. People have harassed other people. You can tell that they're probably not mentally well.
Brown was arrested after stepping off the train and faces first-degree murder charges. He has more than a dozen convictions dating back to 2014. His own mother says this tragedy could have been prevented. She says after he served 5 years in prison for armed robbery, Brown began to behave strangely. She says she got an involuntary commitment order and he was placed under psychiatric monitoring, diagnosed with schizophrenia. But she says he got so aggressive, she had to kick him out of her house. Earlier this year, he called 911, making what police describe as paranoid claims. A judge ordered a competency evaluation, but he remained a free man. The case highlighting challenges in the judicial system when it comes to mental health. A retired judge saying resources are spread too thin. As for Zarutska, her family says she was a talented young artist who had come to the U.S. to flee the war in her home country of Ukraine. And Charlotte.
Speaking of Hakeem Jeffries, can you be any more of a hypocrite than this guy is? And this person wants to be in charge and a leader in the position that he believes he's going to stay in and continue to back socialism in these United States of America. Our halls of Congress are full of threats to our democracy and to the laws that are on the books that have been ignored for over 10 years starting with Barack Hussein Obama and continuing through the Harris-Biden administration, and now someone that wants to take hold of the problem areas, has the resources and the understanding of how to do it, is being blocked in our Congress. And I'm talking about what you're hearing today about the tax cuts and the no tax for seniors that are on retirement and the working people that depend on tips to feed their families. And they want to sit and block it. There's a scant few days left before they take another vacation, folks. And they're doing everything they can to shut down the government. And if you listened at all to Chuck Schumer yesterday, you'll quickly see that we'll end up with another continuing resolution so they can continue to spend money that they don't have, all while trying to blame a president that is telling them how this can be fixed and how to do it. But we have these hypocrites like Hakeem Jeffries that don't understand what their job really is. But that seems to be the way for the New York representatives such as Schumer, Jeffries, and now they want to back and push through this Mandani character that will ruin New York, but give them one more stepping stone to socialism and communism in this country. Let's take a look at the hypocrite Hakeem Jeffries.
And I think it was one of the main reasons that we lost the 2024 election was that we let hundreds of thousands, millions of people stream across the border. So what is the Democratic plan to show people that we're serious about this problem?
Oh, really?
Well, we definitely have to be clear that we believe that we should have a secure border. That's first and foremost.
You liar!
And I think we've repeatedly endeavored to make that clear throughout this Congress. We were slow to act as an administration and as a party on the southern border crisis, and it hurt us not simply with traditional Republican voters or swing voters, but in some segments of our own base communities and in communities of color, including right here in New York.
Really?
He is not and should never be in charge of anything. He doesn't have the wherewithal, the knowledge, or anything else, and how he gets elected or got elected in the first place is beyond me. Well, that's going to take us into one of our newer segments here on the Kaiser Report called Karen's Corner. And I think that you'll really enjoy this today in light of the news media that has been pushing the Philly Karen that stole the baseball. Take a look here at Karen's Corner.
She was born with a complaint form in her hand. She's been divorced more times than she's been married. She doesn't leave tips, she leaves suggestions. She steals baseballs from 10-year-old kids and then complains about how spoiled kids are these days. She is raising her kids to be Reddit moderators one day. Her voice hasn't dropped below 85 decibels her entire life. She once won an argument with a manager at a restaurant she wasn't even eating at. She calls the cops on kids' lemonade stands for not having a permit. She actually changed her name to Karen. She asks to speak to the manager before the store is even built. She gets the same haircut every week and still complains to the manager about it every time. She wears a mask in her car, alone. Her Yorkshire Terrier dog has the same Karen haircut as her. She once asked to speak to the pilot, mid-flight. She once called the fire department because her neighbors were having a cookout. When she walks into a store, the staff call the manager right away without her ever saying anything. She gets in fights about spot stealing for street parking on streets she doesn't even live on. She is the most Karen woman in the world.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I become everyone's problem. Stay outraged, my friends.
Can I help you?
Cut. Was that?
Can I help you?
I didn't ask for any help.
Why are you recording out here?
Who are you?
My name is Sunny. Why are you recording out here?
And your purpose?
Your purpose, please.
For what?
Yes, please tell me why you're here.
Are you someone of authority?
Please tell me why you're here.
I can't divulge that information.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there an issue?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand why you're recording outside right now.
But that's not none of your business.
Yeah,
How?
because I'm a member here at the church and I'd like to know why you're here.
Well, liking to know something is one thing.
Who are you with?
Is the gate gonna hit you by accident?
No. Who are you with?
I can give that information.
Oh, you're allowed to record without giving information?
Of course.
So you're not going to tell me who you're with?
No.
Okay, and you're not going to tell me why you're here?
I can't divulge that information, but you can ask.
Is it, if you can't divulge it, that makes it like a legal thing. So is this like from the news?
Legal? What do you mean?
Why would you divulge? Why would you not be able to divulge?
Why wouldn't I not be able to?
Why can't you divulge?
Because are you someone of authority here?
Well, I've asked the question first.
Right?
So can you tell me why you can't divulge anything?
Well, I need to know if you're authority or not.
So you need authority? to be
No,
able to
well, I
divulge?
mean, if you're just a member here, that's nothing to me, you know?
So you're allowed to record. You have no desire to tell me why you're recording, but you want to know everything about me.
I just asked you your name and you willfully gave it.
Okay, so can I ask why you're recording?
You can ask.
And you don't want to answer?
No.
So are you being rude?
How is that being rude?
I'm just asking.
No.
Okay. So you just want to stand here and record?
I'm out here
People
doing
you don't
my
know?
I'm out here doing my thing.
Do you know anybody?
Do you?
Yeah, do you know anybody here?
I don't answer those types of questions.
Okay. Okay. So I have an individual here who's going to answer questions for you.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Nice.
he'll answer questions for you.
Nice.
Okay. I can't wait to hear them because I'd love to know who you are and why you're recording. I'd love to know if you're like, are you doing social media or are you on the news?
You would love to know?
I would love
That's
to know.
crazy.
Okay. But I will ask.
Is this them?
But I will ask.
Is this them?
My children were on
Is this
camera,
them right here?
and I would like to not have my children
Is this
on
them?
camera.
Hey,
Sonny.
So can you let me know why?
Sonny, he's talking to you. There you go. Good, Sonny.
You recorded my children.
Oh, no, because you stopped like a...
It's exactly what you do.
Is this what I think it is?
You park your truck and then...
Yeah, go park your truck. Come on. Don't be a goose.
Do
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Well, I just found out about it, but I know what maybe.
Watch what happens when this Karen keeps running into this guy in Costco.
Hit me with that car one more time, I'll punch you in your face. Back off of me. I said back the off of me! You just hit me!
Lady, you need to stop. You've been harassing him this whole time.
Thank you.
I
Leave me
wasn't.
alone.
I've been recording you, ma'am. Of course you are.
And then what? What are you gonna do?
Hey, turn around, dude. We're done.
Not a goddamn
We're
thing.
done.
Oh,
We're done.
oh.
I just wondered, do you just have that out all the time throughout going through the store?
No, just when people are harassing others and acting like parents.
It wasn't.
I'm not gonna even get in an argument with you.
Yeah, you're still recording. That's what's getting, like, it would be one thing if you actually turned it off. Like, the interaction's done. Now it's between us. Because this is stupid. Excuse me. You're gonna record you. Oh, wow. And you're not even gonna listen? Oh, that's trashy. That's trashy.
Don't talk to me.
We're going over here. Go first.
There's a few laughs in there, but it's almost sad when you stop and consider that these self-appointed activists that are out there getting in people's faces almost every day now is kind of funny in some segments, but very sad in others. Speaking of very sad, have you seen the latest from Tim Walz? Boy, did we dodge a bullet there. He's out at the Minnesota State Fair acting the clown, as always. And we don't know why he feels that he needs to post these things, but he does. Take a look here.
What's on the bottom is another Uncrustable.
It's Uncrustables all the way. Governor, do you want me to just get your chin?
let me. This is taking a little time to process.
He's going back for multiple bites.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You want a backside bite? There's a backside bite. There's a backside bite. Backside bite. Take a backside bite.
Very, very freaky.
Has anybody ever eaten peanut butter on their burger? Napkins? I'm going to give you guys this while I clean up my hands. Hey, Minnesota. Pizza, cheese curd, taco. Wisconsin, do you hear that? Pretty flaky, looks pretty good. Here we go. The shell. The shell.
Yeah. The shell. The shell.
Yep, that's a winner.
What would you know about that?
Bison burger, bison steak. Bison meatball sub. This is us. Good protein on this. Here, you want me to sit down between you? Got great texture. I need a little more bison here. I'll get my Diet Mountain Dew. This might be the best place right here. I might stay here a little bit. So nice to meet you folks.
That was weird, right?
That was one big bullet we dodged there in two segments. One, Kamala Harris, and this pick for vice president, who is a lunatic, in my estimation. But there he is. Speaking of lunatics, how about Newsom out there in California? Still on about everything in California that he has destroyed, which is trying to be maybe rectified in some areas by the administration's pleas to him to please clean up his cities. We're at the advent of where we're going to be looking at the Olympics coming. And then the big soccer tournament that is scheduled. And this guy is fighting tooth and nail, along with the mayors of his terrible run cities, such as L.A. and San Francisco. They have destroyed a beautiful state. And unfortunately, as we look at the Democratic-controlled cities, where most of our problems lie, you have a pattern there that is very, very evident if you stop and think about it. It's almost incredible that they have gotten away with what they have gotten away with and the destruction caused by them. But there it is. It's happening. And Newsom, well, let's just take a look briefly here at some historical look at Gavin the Greased Head Newsom, or as Donald Trump lovingly refers to him, as Newscom. But there it is. Take a look.
We're seeing unmarked cars in school parking lots, kids afraid of attending their own graduation. Trump is pulling a military dragnet all across Los Angeles, well beyond his stated intent to just go after violent and serious criminals. His agents are arresting dishwashers, gardeners, day laborers, and seamstresses. That's just weakness masquerading as strength. Donald Trump's government isn't protecting our communities. They're traumatizing our communities. And that seems to be the entire point. California will keep fighting. It will keep fighting on behalf of our people, all of our people, including in the courts.
A major legal battle over immigration raids in Southern California heads to court as a judge considers a temporary restraining order against the Department of Homeland Security.
What we are asking the court to do is for the government to follow the law, the basic constitutional rights that we also hold so dear. We are asking for people to have access to attorneys when they are held in government custody. We are asking for the government to have an actual reason to stop people and detain them.
If some of us could be snatched off the streets without a warrant, based only on suspicion or skin color, then none of us are safe.
The next day,
a federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to stop indiscriminate immigration stops and arrests in Southern California.
This applies to 7 counties, including Los Angeles. Governor Gavin Newsom reacting to the judge's ruling tonight, posting on social media saying, quote, "Justice prevailed today. The court's decision puts a temporary stop to federal immigration officials violating people's rights and racial profiling. California stands with the law and the Constitution, and I call on the Trump administration to do the same."
These people have gone stone cold crazy, but I've beaten them all my life, and I'll beat them again if I have to.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same.
Thank you. Back to our top story. The Supreme Court handing down that 6-3 ruling that clears the way for the Trump administration to restart sweeping ICE raids across Los Angeles.
I said, say it again. What?
The Supreme Court handing down that 6-3 ruling that clears the way for the Trump administration
to restart sweeping ICE raids across Los Angeles.
What the hell happened?
You lose!
Well, that'll bring us to the exit that we all wait for every day, and that is the exit to Stupid Town. So we have a lot to cover in Stupid Town today, so take a look here.
I bet it stings, doesn't it? It's just a thought came to mind for all you Trump supporters out there. I was just wondering, does it bother you watching Democrats and liberals videos of them dancing and singing and following all the latest trends and just living life and just keeping moving forward and pushing through life out here and spreading love and joy and happiness out here in the world? Does that sting? I know it's got to sting. Misery loves company, but guess what? You're not getting our company, are you? Because we're out here living our best lives. Dance, start dancing, do something, get off of the Trump bullshit and just start living life. My God. Stop being so miserable. Do something with your asses.
You're involved in a crash. You were involved in
This entitled Karen crashed into an 18-year-old and is refusing to comply. It doesn't end well for her.
My car's messed up. This girl, I don't know what she thought she was. I was literally already on the phone. I told my sister to call you guys. Anyways, I told my sister to call you guys, right? Already when she was already almost causing me a crash.
You stay in the car. Go get in the car.
She was banging on my window, freaking opening my door, trying to. She was scaring me. Like, I was literally scared for my life. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They're with me. No, I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen.
Come over here and talk.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Come over here and talk. Come over here and talk. What's going on, guys?
She brake checked me, trying to make it look like it's my fault when this girl literally almost caused me a car crash all the way on the intersection. I'm driving behind her. Literally, she kept going in front of me. I'm like trying to get away from her. She brake checked me. I'm already over here trying to get over to the side. So I know officer with the bald head. What's his name?
Roger Locke.
Rod, he's over here. So can you please come over here, please? Thank you. No.
You're involved in a crash. You were involved in a crash.
No, I don't.
You can't just shut the door, okay?
No,
You can talk to whoever you want.
I don't want you to open my door. No, I said no.
You can't shut the door.
No, I said no. I said no.
We need your license.
I said no. I work at the jail. I know my rights. I said no. Back up.
Put your hands on me. You're gonna go.
Okay, back up. Back
You're gonna
up.
go to jail. You put your
Back
hands on
up
me.
and get off my property. Back
You're
up.
gonna go to jail if you put
Back
your hands on me.
up and get off my property.
Ma'am.
I know him. Get back. Get back. Otherwise, I would have opened the window. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Hello?
That's it. You can't
No,
be hitting the
I'm
camera.
not.
You
I'm
can't
not
be hitting the. You can't be hitting the camera.
I
Step
didn't
out of the
hit
car.
anything.
Yeah, you did.
No, I
warned
didn't.
you not to do that.
I didn't hit
Get out of the car.
Stop.
No, Get out of the car.
Stop. Get out of the car.
Get out of the car.
Stop.
Get out of the car.
Stop.
You need to step out. You need to step out. You're gonna go to the ground. Hit the unlock.
Ludwig.
You need to step out. Step out or you're going to go to the ground. Step out or you're going to go to the ground. Step out or you're going to go to the ground. Step out or you're going to go to the ground.
You're hurting me.
Hey, make sure step out and step out of the vehicle. Step out. You're going to get tased. You're going to get tased. Step out. Step out. Get out. Step out. You're going to get tased. You're going to get tased. Step out.
Stop!
All right, you're going to get tased. Step out. Step out. You can step out now. All right, there you go. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Give me your hands. Give me your hands. All right, you're going to get tased again if you don't put your feet in the car. Well, then put your feet in.
Come on.
I'm not doing this. All right, put your feet in.
Bro.
Put your feet in, we'll talk. Watch your feet.
Wet dream tomato. You know, about New York.
How you doing, sir? Can we talk to you? Where are you from? You live in New York?
Who are you?
Don Lemon.
You're a f***ing moron, dude.
Thank you. So are you.
Yeah, oh, that's very nice of you
Yeah,
to
nice to
say.
see you.
Don Lemon, former CNN propaganda host, fired on his day off.
I want to share with you some important news right here at our own network. Oliver, what do you know?
Some shocking news again, John, in the world of cable news. Don Lemon and CNN have parted ways. This is according to a memo that was sent out to CNN employees.
I was informed this morning by my agent that I have been terminated by CNN. I am stunned.
How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off?
I don't know.
Yeah,
nice to see you.
Except you've never heard anything I've had to say, and I've heard a whole bunch of what you.
I'm glad you watched me.
No, I don't.
Why?
But you just get clipped everywhere.
I know, but why don't you? You said you don't watch me, but yet you know who I am, and I get clipped.
Before I realized that CNN and MSNBC were full of shit, every once in a while I'd see
What do you watch?
talking. I watch all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, but why do you say CNN and MSNBC are full of shit?
Because they lie.
But about what? Be
Everything.
specific. What's everything?
Everything.
Let's take a look at what we have, shall we?
Trump's having none of it. He's seizing on unsubstantiated right-wing media reports that the caravan's been infiltrated by criminals and unknown Middle Easterners.
Are you willing to break the law to get back to the United States?
Yo quiero entrar y pedir un perdón.
He says he wants to apply for pardon for the felony he committed.
Can you ask him exactly what happened?
¿Cuál es tu felonía exactamente?
Number 3.
A third-degree felony?
Intento de matar.
Attempt of murder.
Think about that. So we have to stop demonizing people and realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right. And we have to start doing something about them. There is no travel ban on them. There is no ban on, they have the Muslim ban. There is no white guy ban.
That was a close one.
Well, I hope you got a few chuckles out of what was going on there in Stupid Town, and we all get some humor out of it, but the sadness and the mental illness, the Trump derangement syndrome, the misinformation, the non-understanding of what the truths are, because they think that people like Don Lemon there actually know what they're doing and what they're talking about. He's been fired, and several have, but they continue now to walk through the streets with their own little programs, such as what we have here. They have every right to do that, but what makes them believe that after all of what we've witnessed them doing in the past and saying in the past is any more viable for us today to listen to than when they were on CNN and MSNBC? We know that that is the propaganda arm of the left and has been for years now. And until the management change is over And what worries me is the one channel that we got for partial understanding, the Fox network. We know now that Rupert's son is going to take it over, another anti-Trumper, and another person that will fool with a programming that is working for some of us. Not to say that everything that you hear on Fox is 100% right, because they're all of the same ilk. There's people upstairs writing what they need to say. Just like Chuck Schumer has never had an original thought in the last 10 years. But they give him a piece of paper to go out there with, and he goes out and he reads off a piece of paper and can't even read that correctly because he didn't write it. He didn't come up with the ideas that he's portraying to you from the podium in the Senate. It's written by somebody, handed to him, and he reads it off a piece of paper, and he doesn't even look at the camera when he's telling you about it. It's reading off a piece of paper, shuffling through the papers so he doesn't lose his place. Why can't you come out and speak to us on the Senate floor with ideas that come from you, not from a piece of paper in front of you that was given to you by someone else? This is the problem in our government today, in our Senate, in our House of Representatives. There are no original thoughts. It's all pre-programmed. Just like the news media is pre-programmed to push the agendas that they're handed from upstairs on a daily basis. And most of the population will take that information in and think, like years gone by, that it's just a news cycle, that they're reporting the news. They are reporting someone else's opinions that they want you to grab onto and believe that that's all true. Unfortunately, corruption exists inside our hallowed halls of Congress, all through the bureaucratic network that is all in these three-letter agencies. And that brings me to one beef that I have that I would like an answer to. And that is, when will we see some arrests or indictments come from this famous Pam Bondi that was going to do so much to bring corruption out in the open, on the table, and arrests and prosecutions be made so people would be held accountable for the criminal acts that we all know now that took place, especially in the last 4 years of the last administration. We heard a lot during those 4 years about how to get Donald Trump and keep him from being president of these United States. Well, I want to see accountability for those people that have been caught as liars and as propagandists and also guilty of the crimes that we now know are lurking in the outer space somewhere that Pam Bondi was going to bring to justice. I have seen nothing transpiring other than the cover-up that now the Democrats have hold of with this Epstein stuff, and that's what they're going to hang their hat on come the midterm elections. We need to see action from this Justice Department that was so aptly ready to make transparent to us all that happened under the watch of Biden-Harris, and then as far back as even the Bushes. But nothing has been brought out in the open. No one has been prosecuted. No one went to jail. No one's been indicted. And all we know is about hearing after hearing after hearing from the people that sit in Congress that may be part and parcel to the guilt we're talking about here. It's like they say out in Missouri, show me. Show me you're doing something to earn the votes that you're asking for in the next coming up elections. And then we'll have some honest back and forth on what is real, what is not real, and what has happened, and show the accountability for the people who perpetrated these hoaxes and crimes upon the taxpayers of this country. So, have a great rest of this Tuesday. Hopefully you'll get out and do something today that will be beneficial to all. And until then, stay safe, stay strong, and stay tuned to the Kaiser Report for more information and a look at what goes on while you sleep. Bye-bye now. May God bless you all.